The contents of this gameplay preview contain spoilers for GrimGrimoire OnceMore. Good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're on the Spirit World, Wacky World. I'm Caitlin, this is Reef Games Live, and we are getting a first-hand look at GrimGrimoire OnceMore with Sebastian. Hello, how are you doing today, Sebastian?
Pretty good. It's a lot better. I did something with Toby last time. I kind of missed how you do things.
Aww.
Don't tell Toby that.
Oh no!
Don't tell him that. He'll do something bad. But yeah, hello.
No, hello. Yes, we are going to be having a little bit of a first look at GrimGrimoire OnceMore. But to do that, we need to actually get into the game by about a week. So we're going to do some time travel and go a little bit deeper into the game so we can show off some of the gameplay mechanics. So a time skip of a few days, and we are back in GrimGrimoire OnceMore. How did you find the little tutorial bit? Relearning everything that you had to learn.
I did lose. However, I forgot. It has been a while. I played this. Yeah. I forgot when I played this, but no, it's pretty easy, pretty fast. So
nice. Because yes, there is a fast forward function.
Yes.
Which is one of the many functions.
Yes, and I should get my...
Sorry, I've gone very devilish because it's like, yes, the music is evil! Evil!
Yeah, currently we are under attack and gotta survive 20 minutes, which... Not actual 20 minutes, because I can't skip it like this, but right now I need to organize my units, so I probably don't want to do that. I probably want to, like, actually start getting some stuff done.
So, yes, if you had to explain this to someone who didn't know a single thing about GrimGrimoire, how would you start explaining it?
Basically, it's an RTS, like a 2D RTS type game. So, RTS, real-time strategy, so pretty much like, you can see, I think everything's paused right now. I'm organizing my units, so I have all these kind of units, and I gotta manage them. I have like, if anyone's ever played like Warcraft 3, for example, I have like the units that gather resources for me, and I use that to build my army. Okay. So we have like kind of multiple types of that. So
the whole meme of like you must construct additional pylons is very much the vibe. Yes. Here. I see.
Yes, but yeah, but in this one it's mainly just getting crystals. So like the crystals up here, it's all into your mana resources bottom left, and you use the mana to like get more workers. There's no like upkeep or anything like that. Once you summon a unit, they're there.
Oh, okay. So
the only
there's no consistent drain. It's just the upfront cost.
Okay. The only thing they take up though is like you see in the bottom left. There's a population meter.
Yes.
So currently it's like 35. So like for example, this elf right here takes up 1. I believe the fairy takes up either 1 or 2. No, it's 1. So they all take different ones. Like more powerful units, for example, the phantom here takes up 2 because they're a lot stronger. And of course, I have to level up the runes and all that stuff.
So magical real-time strategy is
pretty much.
Is basically like in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But in terms of the gameplay loop for a newcomer to GrimGrimoire OnceMore, how would you explain the core gameplay loop in 5 words? Because you mentioned it's a real-time strategy, but like what sets it apart from other real-time strategies?
Well, I mean, besides doing the full 5-word string, I'd say what sets it apart. First, it's 2D. It's also beautifully drawn and animated and everything like that. And it's also just it's pretty different too with in terms of like most RTSs kind of require you to do like all this upkeeping and stuff. It's a lot more of a simplified RTS game in that regard. Like there's not really a lot of like I gotta make this building and do this. A lot of it's kind of on this 2D plane. I just have to put down like these summoning runes and I can summon and do all that stuff and everything like that.
Okay.
In fact, I should I also really need to start building some more towers.
So, simplified 2D RTS that is beautifully drawn.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Get there!
Thank you. I was thinking, how am I going to make that into 5 words? You did it for me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's quite alright. Yes. Just seeing all the little ghosty ghouls run around the place.
Yeah, it's actually... Another thing is the units quite different. So see, I'm setting ghosts.
Little fella.
Yeah, I'm setting ghosts to these guys. Now the funny thing with ghosts is that they can't be hurt unless it's by magical attacks. So a lot of like the devils, the red ones, which by the way later on and you can summon them too. They're pretty much, these guys are pretty strong against anyone that's like physical reliant.
Okay.
But of course, the downside is just that they cost a lot more than other units, and they take up more spots. And they're very slow too. Like the fairy here is like your kind of scout. Like they're very fast. They can move anywhere.
They fly.
Yeah. So I can use her to scout out, but I can see that there was something up there that attacked her. I don't know what it was. It may have been an enemy ghost, because the ghosts I have right now, once you kind of upgrade them through a little kind of talent system later in the game, they do become like suicide bombers, and they can like blow themselves up on an enemy.
Oh no!
It does take a lot of damage.
That's a little.
I still got a lot of time. I'm just gonna spam a lot of units because I kind of forget what's coming after me.
So I'm just getting really distracted by all of the beautiful paintings. It's like you've got the really animated foreground characters, and this is like the really painterly background. I'm just like, ooh. I get very easily distracted by beautiful illustrations.
It is very beautiful.
And the music is definitely hyping me up as well. It's like,
yeah. And thankfully there is like a fast forward function, which you will find in like a lot of games and whatnot too. Just because like kind of waiting here, like there's something happening, skip ahead, Otherwise 20 minutes of this would also be very, very kind of boring.
Well, that's the whole thing about RTS, right? Is that you prepare and then you speed up time to get the forces to you faster. So
of course, not every mission in this game is just like defending.
No.
So a lot of times defending. Oh, that's a big armor.
Ah.
So a lot of times it is kind of trying to defend, but sometimes to win in a level you have to actually advance and destroy the enemies like ruins. Like you can win by either, I think, lasting the timer or by kind of destroying the whole enemy ruins.
Yeah, there's different win conditions.
Okay. See these mages up here, they're very effective against ghosts.
Okay, but not as effective against our physical.
They can't attack physical guys, but that's why they have the imps there.
So it's a whole rock paper scissors situation.
In a sense, that's what to do with ghosts and non-ghosts.
Okay.
Like that unit in itself can be upgraded to actually start attacking non-ghosts, but it is like like the enemy doesn't have that right now.
Okay, so they've got their own specializations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, like for example, the fairy here can actually gain a spell because you can actually like it's also a thing in Warcraft as well, but. So like my units can have spells as well.
Okay.
So my little elves here can learn heal, and the fairies here can learn how to basically transform into like a ghost form, so they can't take physical damage. So it's very good, but of course everything has its downsides too. Like I just saw those mages are very strong against ghosts, so I might want to be careful about having her become a ghost when they're around.
So. Timing, precision, knowing your battlefield, all these things are very important when facing the enemy.
Yes, and definitely in any game like this, you'll always want a large stockpile of money too. So, sorry.
That's why always, you got the 200.
That's why always like. In fact, so one of the best strategies I find, which I haven't actually done, but pretty much make a lot of workers to get a lot of resources very quickly, because if you can stockpile it up, you are kind of very well defended.
So they'll start paying for themselves.
Yeah, and the towers themselves. Now, of course, this crystal right here, though, you can see as they're taking it, it's kind of losing top left is like how much is left in there.
Oh, okay.
So eventually, just like in most RTSs, that's gonna collapse and we won't be able to get it. So we do have to kind of be careful, like as we get to the late game, that we're not overspending and we're kind of managing everything. But right now, quite a lot. We just have to defend for about 9 more minutes, which will speed up here.
I do really like the distinction in the crystals.
Oh,
yes. What they're being farmed by.
So like, the blue it represents necromancy.
Yes.
So we have the ghosts, and you have like a mausoleum. Green is like, it's glamour. So it's like everything to do with magic.
Nature, healing,
yeah, pretty much. So they have like all this wood stuff. Now, I can't send this worker to gather stuff from the mausoleum, of course, because
what's he gonna do?
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
What's he gonna do?
so they all have like their own kind of thing. So and they also they interact with their runes too with in different ways as well.
Okay.
So like we kind of have there is like 4.
Yeah.
The ones that we can't see right now, it's sorcery and alchemy, and that's where the rock paper scissors aspect comes in, because I believe from what it was, it's like glamour is effective against necromancy. Necromancy is effective against sorcery, which is devils, and devils are effective against the alchemy, which we don't see yet.
Yes.
And alchemy is effective against these ones. And the reason for that is just to do with the reason
big
for
circle.
that it's a big circle. The reason for that is just to do with like what they specialize in. Like ghosts can't be hurt by physical, and the sorcery guys are basically the powerhouses of the game. They're like super strong, but they're mainly physical. Like you'll rarely see some of them use magical attacks, but they can be upgraded. Like you can actually cover a lot of weaknesses if you actually spec it, and I think we'll be good here. I have a lot of money.
And do you choose like one particular vocational school to specialize in, or do you have to utilize all aspects of
So the way I did it, I specialized into sorcery, because once you kind of beat a level, you get like these coins, and the coins are what you use to upgrade these buildings here.
Okay.
And the buildings, once they're leveled up to a certain extent, will give the units inside it better things. So for sorcery, there's like this kind of goat demon who is very strong. His only weakness is that he's weak to ghosts. However, you can upgrade him to be able to actually deal with ghosts. So he just becomes a real powerhouse. So there is ways to kind of specialize. You don't have to like pick just one. You can like, you can, I believe, if you go through the story and also do like the little challenge quests, which give you points too, you can use that to basically level up all of your little guys.
Nice.
And I think we should be good, unless they're gonna send like a. Oh, okay.
And is the goat like one of those bigger guys, like one of the little big spirits that you got?
Well, they're like their own design. They're like a.
In terms of like size, like unit.
Yeah,
size.
they're the same size as my little ghost phantom here. In fact, I think we'll see them maybe if they're coming, but hopefully not, because I don't want to deal with them right now. In fact, I need to start making more units.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's gonna be a break.
You definitely do not.
I only have like a minute left, so I'd rather not lose here.
Lacking in units. That's gonna be a bad time. That's gonna be a bad time.
And I want to start building some more towers too. We only have like a minute left, so I'd rather not
what's the little
lose.
bar at the top that said Advent next to, and like we've got these 1 to 10s, all of these other bits and pieces.
So Advent's, it kind of just telling me, oh, I'm making like a, so an Advent is basically, me making this. I believe, yeah, it's saying like, yeah, so this is like the construction taking place, and once it's fully done, it gets built.
Okay.
Well, okay, we should be good there.
It's way past time. Where's Partido? Margarita, go ahead. I'm right behind you. I like the little frog on her head, by the way.
Yeah, that's so familiar.
Aww. Have no choice.
He talks in a very deep voice. I do like him. Well, when he decides to talk. And we win.
Victory! We win. Beautiful.
Yeah. Because, so not every mission's gonna take 20 minutes.
Yes.
If you're very good at the game, which I am. Well, I beat the game in a day, but I couldn't read Japanese, so we'll leave that for next time. But
it's just the animation. It just felt good. Oh, this spooky dude.
Yeah, that would be the main bad guy of the game.
It's the spooky dude from the trailers. Ah! He's got a Spooky King vibe going on. Spooky King vibe. It's spooky. I just love her like, oh, I'm being evil. I'm going to interrupt you now.
That may have been me pressing the button. The thing with Japanese, I
Sebastian's
don't know when it
gonna
ends.
interrupt you now.
I don't know when it ends.
Oh dear. I am no magician, I'm a witch. There's a distinct difference. Witches are like doctors and wizards are like researchers, right?
Don't ask me about this stuff. I don't know anything about magic.
I saw Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, that's the that's I wouldn't call it the MacGuffin. It's just, that's like the most important item. It's very important. It's very important. Now I don't know what it does exactly, because again, when I played this game, it was all in Japanese, and unfortunately, I am not fluent in Japanese. But I got the gist of it.
We can probably take from the lore of the Philosopher's Stone that, you know, it's turning, like, things to gold, transfiguring them, or making yourself live forever with the elixir made from the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
Things like these. So we can assume he wants immortality and riches.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Yeah, and she cat kind of wakes up. So, was it a nightmare?
What? But we just got here, and then the elf saying, "Oh, it was the other way around." Like the elf saying.
So just so you know, that character, I forgot his name. He did say it, but that's kind of like your, not butler. He's just a house elf.
I don't trust him.
He cleans your house.
The butler did it. The butler did it.
I would call him a butler. He's definitely not butler-esque, but he's like Dobby from Harry Potter if he was less.
I've got my eye
less
on
cute
you.
and less. Oh no, I mean they're both cute. I like Dobby more though. You know?
I've got my eye on you. I like the little frog guy again though. Again, I just love the characters in this game.
Yeah, there you go. That's him talking.
Okay, Mr. Frog. Maybe you need to drink some water.
Oh, yeah. And for
I'm very
those,
scared of everyone right now.
Yeah. Also, for those who are part curious, the game is also in English.
Yes.
So if you do want the English voice actors, which I haven't heard, but I'm sure they are wonderful because I know a lot of the English voice talent for a lot of dub games. They do a really good job. Yes. For me, the only reason why I'm doing it in Japanese is just because when I played, I didn't have a choice. So hearing the characters speak in English would be very weird for me.
But yes, this is also available on PS4, PS5, on which we are playing,
there we go.
And Nintendo Switch.
And as you can see, like once you kind of beat a level, you get some very beautiful artwork, and they're all.
Oh, you can hide the UI as well.
Yeah, you can see.
Ah.
It's very cute, and the art style changes too. And here we actually kind of get access to a lot more things. So like,
difficulty level change to hard, change to normal. Oh, you can change it on the fly.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe you don't. No, I'm trying to remember. I played it on normal. Don't judge me. But it was mainly just to kind of see how the game is. I wasn't sure what's going on.
So we've gone from day 5 back to day 1.
Yes.
Interesting.
It's like a little bit of a Groundhog's Day, which kind of gets explained in the game.
A little bit of a loop.
Yep.
A little bit of a loop.
And then, so drama basically means like cutscene stuff, which maybe we should skip it. I'm not sure. What do you think? Just because I think people should kind of experience it themselves. So you should skip it.
Yeah, we'll skip this little one.
You guys will be able to kind of see what the story is.
It's brilliant drawing.
Yeah.
And I definitely recommend, if you do want to experience the story, to definitely pick this title up.
Yeah, there we go. Now here is kind of when we get a offhands approach to the game. So here we kind of enemy forecast kind of tells you what you're up against. So we'll be facing against sorcery and necromancy. We have access to necromancy and glamour, so we should be all right.
Yeah,
seeing as
it's a fair battle.
Well, we have kind of the advantage. So glamour absolutely destroys necromancy. So fairies have like magic attacks and all that stuff. And of course, I think the best way to describe these kind of battle forecast tips and everything in different conditions, it reminds me a lot of like Fire Emblem, where it kind of tells you like what's going on.
Okay.
So yeah, there we go. And it does give you like some tips, which I never got a chance to use because
So, having survived one battle, what would you say is your favorite game mechanic?
Definitely just the kind of whole upgrading system of the game. So like some of my favorite things to do is just I get to like absolutely destroy. Let's see, if I stockpile enough mana, for example, I was just able to spam an overpowered unit. So yeah, it was it's great. Let's see. Oh right, I keep getting the fairies and elves mixed up. I don't know why. There you go. Yeah, it's just kind of camera control switch.
So you can see the whole map. Yeah.
Yeah, the map.
The
map is very expansive.
The whole battlefield is before you.
There you go.
And you talked about the little frog guy with the deep voice. Would you say they are your favourite character, or do you have a character that's your favourite that we have not yet seen?
No, you've seen him. It's the headmaster for me, only because it's like, well, the teachers are great. See, I love all the teachers. All the teachers are great. The main teacher himself, I just love the whole wizard with a long beard, like Dumbledore, Gandalf kind of style. That's just very cool. And also, like, he's like the principal and the teacher of Glamour, which is the school. So, like, you know, he's kind of like your
no
your
preferences
go-to.
at all promises situation.
Yeah, and like he's your teacher. You know, you're technically specialized in Glamour, but you do kind of branch off.
Okay.
So now I kind of get offhands. I can do what I want. So you can see I have like no kind of
visibility. Yeah, there's fog.
No visibility. I can send my units, but I want because if they destroy all my buildings, I'm dead. So
yes,
I think what I'll do, I do want to get this. So what I'll do, I'm gonna send like one ferry over,
just to have
kind
a
of scout it. Yeah, and now I can see.
It looks safe.
Yeah, it's safe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put down necromancy. I'll put it here. So the thing with the necromancy units is that their builders have flying. So just like the ferry, how they can kind of skip through terrain.
Oh, but the glamour,
yeah,
because they're elves, they have to move physically through the world.
they have to. The little elves have to walk, unfortunately, but the ghosts don't have that problem. So I can actually move the ghosts up here. So it's strategically viable for me just to like get into that. So you can go up, straight up, and that's it. So it's a lot safer.
And I was gonna say, if you have your units right next to the crystal, it's more efficient, but it puts them at greater risk.
Well, so I could, they basically go to any building that's available.
Okay.
So putting it closest to the crystal kind of does have a greater risk if an enemy were to swarm me, because they can take out the building before I can summon my units or anything like that. So, but of course, the closer it is, the faster I get my money, and I kind of want my money, you know?
I need my money! Give me my money!
Yeah. And of course, I can put more buildings too, in case, so like, I can kind of dedicate things. For example, I could, like right now, I was spamming a bunch of units here. I could make another one of these, just to have it be like my dedicated barracks, in a way.
Do they then have to travel further to get the...
Well, no. So they'll always go to the closest one. Okay. The only reason why I want to put another one is because this takes like a queue to make something, right?
Okay.
But of course, what if I need to make something to fight with?
Oh, I see.
So I'll put this here, for example. So this can be dedicated to leveling up and everything. And this can be dedicated to, because once you level up one, it levels everything. Yeah. Okay. So I'll use this to get myself phantoms.
Okay.
And, you know, I can kind of do the same thing with anything else.
That's a little Sebastian hint right there. Make yourself a barracks.
That's right. I mean, you don't have to. And also, eventually, if this does collapse, I mean, I have enough units. So now I have basically 2 ways to summon more units. So now I can be like, one here, one here, one here. You know, and I'll get a whole army. I mean, one of my tips actually is just swarming is very effective. Unless the enemy has anti-swarming techniques, which would be AoE. But early on, I believe they don't. So what you're going to see me do is I'm actually just going to just send an entire army of phantoms at them.
And we have seen that you can change the difficulty in the menu. Can you change the difficulty mid-fight, or is that something only
mid-fight? No, because I believe how the game kind of does difficulty. It's at the start. But yeah. So, unfortunately not.
So you can change the difficulty, but it just has to be before you...
Yeah, which is, you know, fair enough. It's, you know, if you think something's too hard, just restart. You see, I have an entire... It's a lot of ghosts.
That's a lot of friends, yeah.
Yes. In fact, not even all fully built, I think. Or are they? Okay, well, that's enough for me to kind of just... So now I see that there's one small little building right over here.
Yes.
So that's assuming that they're probably there. Now, it is quite dangerous for me to do this. But I have like a backup army at base. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to send them over right here, all of them.
See what happens.
Yeah, you kind of see they'll travel.
Yeah, and you can see they're a little slower.
Yeah, they are slow, but if I speed it up, there you go. They just absolutely destroy. And that's a building. Let me just...
Melted them.
Now the thing is these guys can't actually hurt me because they can't do magic.
Yes.
So
but they will go and swarm your buildings.
They'll try and swarm my buildings, but you see, they can't hurt me, but I can hurt them. Now, the only way for them to hurt me is to actually use their ghost to suicide. So you see, I actually have a major advantage, and there's nothing they can actually do to stop me.
Yeah.
The buildings always do magic, so but as you can see, like, because I have a swarm, I'm just gonna destroy them in like literally one hit.
And you mentioned that the arch wizard was your favorite character.
Oh, there's that demon I was talking about.
The little demon boy.
Yeah, he's dead. But
what is your favorite illustration? Is it of that character, or is it something completely different?
It's funny that you mentioned that because there is an illustration. It's just it's so funny. I remember talking to my friend about this, but well, I didn't show him it, of course, because the game's not out yet. But I basically told him after finishing like a level, there's an illustration of just that wizard and he's sleeping. It's just him.
Sleepy boy.
He's just him sleeping, and it has like he's like having a dream. It's very beautiful. I'm like,
aww.
I don't know why I like it so much. It's just a wizard sleeping.
He's just a little sleepy guy.
Yeah, there you go. Last one. So if I can find the, actually, I really should take note if they're okay now. So my army is slightly, kind of going down. I think I've lost a couple units, but it's all right.
My favorite ones probably has to be of like. There's so many beautiful ones with food. So many beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot of food. Anime does make you kind of hungry for food now. As I was saying, so there is that one. It said last one. So now if I can find the last little summoning portal, I win this fight. And it's right there. Okay, so if I just destroy this, all right, I got 2 left. That's all right. Actually, it's not because that Behelmet is gonna wait. Okay, here's what I'll do.
Oh,
so I'm going to just go ahead and now that they're weak, I hope I can just destroy this with my fairies. There we go. And
got him.
Oh, what is that?
I like Advocat. They're my favorite.
That guy is also really cool.
I like
he's
them.
He's a demon. He's kind of like. You know, I think a lot of people can compare this to Harry Potter, which is yes, that guy would be kind of the Snape of this series.
They've got a good fashion.
He's very cool. Yeah. He's your teacher for sorcery, which is the devils and demons.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
First impressions. I do like how cute the trophies are.
I believe now I got access to a sorcery actually.
Oh.
And of course, we're talking about what's going on.
So yes, we have some more lore and other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So we shall have to skip through.
Yeah, I showed you a little bit, but only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
There you go.
Oh.
There it is. That's the one I was talking about. He's just sleeping.
Hide the UI. Hide the UI.
Oh wait,
There's
yeah.
a cat. There's a cat next to
Yeah,
it.
I don't understand
So
what's
good.
going on here as to why our main character is watching the Archmage sleep. Oh, not
He's having
Archmage.
a glamour dream.
Yeah, he is. It's like I think that's like it's kind of showing like the power of glamour.
Yeah.
In a sense of like he's so powerful, he can kind of conjure his dreams. And I guess he's showing the main character like how glamour is. It's like all things good, beautiful, magical, and everything like that. So again, it's a little bit weird to watch an old man sleep like that, but it's just something really nice about it. I don't know. Oh, it's got a little thing too.
Aww.
There we go. And now we have a lecture, which we're gonna learn how to do sorcery. There is a little bit of. Now later on in the game, you do get access to like a whole kind of talent system, which I was talking about.
Like, is this the grand magic tree thing?
It is. It is. It's like. It's kind of like it's like constellations in the sky, pretty much. And you use your coins to do that.
Okay.
And we're now gonna learn how to do like chaos stuff.
Ooh.
So for sorcery.
Dragon!
Alright, so this is kind of so see that reward the coin. That's what you use to upgrade stuff. So after this, you should be able to upgrade.
Shiny.
But every class, or rather every school, has its own kind of mega unit.
Okay.
The mega unit of sorcery is a dragon. So when I was mentioning about the fact that you could probably, I like this, like the stockpile and swarm.
Yes.
If you can have like 3 dragons out, you can absolutely demolish an enemy. But of course, they have like ways to counter this.
Yes.
You can see, let's see, elephant. So yeah, okay. So see this cat?
Oh!
This cat actually counters dragons very well because
guy.
they can put an enemy to sleep.
Okay.
Which includes a lot of things, actually. And the thing is, though, this isn't like sleep in other games. When they put an enemy to sleep, they don't wake up even if they get attacked.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Is it just a timer of you are asleep for 60 seconds or something?
So, if I can just... I have to select them and press sleep, and they will sleep the enemy. it's very effective when the enemy has like powerful units like dragon and stuff. So of course enemies can do this too to you. Now of course it wants me to get this dragon, so I'll just do that.
Beautiful egg.
Yeah. Dragons in this game are considered very dangerous. You could hear it quaking in the back. In fact, our main character was just saying that they can hear a dragon. I'm gonna move my cat somewhere.
So, just to recap, glamour beats necromancy, necromancy beats sorcery, sorcery beats alchemy, and alchemy beats glamour. So it's that whole circle.
Yeah, it's a whole circle, and the game does show you once you unlock it all. Like it'll stop going from this to have a whole circle.
That's
effect.
really useful.
Yeah, just to kind of remind you. There it is. So I move this egg. Actually, I have to hatch the egg. There you go. And I'm gonna want to summon another. I don't have enough money. Uh-oh.
So the cats are gonna look after the little egg.
Well, they're just kind of standing by. I'm trying to make sure I have the dragon on my radar, but he should hatch in time.
Where are you?
And there he is.
Oh, hello,
and here
sir.
is my dragon. Now I have the advantage because I can just do this to him. So, cat, go over. They're fighting, and he's asleep.
No.
So now I can send my dragon to attack their dragon.
Oh.
And I'm going to quickly put him to sleep again in case he wakes up.
He's just gonna be a sleepy boy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep sleeping him because I don't want my dragon to get hurt.
He's just gonna
But
be a
I think
sleepy
that
guy.
character's out of mana, so
Get him, sleepy
one
little guys.
more sleep.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Nice.
Now my dragon can easily take care of the rest. So, and also, they're stuck behind that wall because the dragon couldn't break through it. So I can just boom. All those units are now destroyed.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to swarm my dragon and
Right.
probably take care of it. But, you know, dragons can destroy these buildings, which, by the way, they're very hard to control. They tend to wander on their own,
Okay.
and they tend to
That's
attack
fun.
anything they see that's an enemy. So it
That's
is
cool.
sort of hard to control them, but they are very strong. This is like the powerhouse, the star unit of sorcery.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is very cool. That's why they take up so much mana, and they take up a lot of points, like population points too. The only downside is if the egg has like 50 health. So if you can like
Very weak.
if you can like catch the egg before it hatches, you can easily destroy them.
Okay.
So yeah, that's like the only downside. But you know, having 2 dragons, good stuff.
Dragons.
And now,
Roll out.
yeah, just send them out.
They're synchronized. Synchronized.
Yep.
They're synchronized.
I think they'll send their own dragon out, but I have
Adorable.
2 dragons, which there we go.
Can you tell I like dragons a lot?
Yeah,
They're very cute.
Now I can kind of see where they're coming from, so I'm just gonna send my dragon down there. And in fact, I'm gonna get another dragon if I get enough. Oh, there you go. So now they're putting my dragons to sleep with their cats.
No.
Now I could start summoning other stuff, but I kind of like having my dragon.
Why not dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, unless they die.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to put that cat. Where is
Wake up, wake up. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna put no,
Get
cats. That cat's there like doesn't have mana, but they have. That's it.
You don't have mana. Here, hit some fire instead.
Now then,
Enjoy.
where is their little summoning thing? It's down here, I think.
Oh, they are gonna get
Yeah,
wrecked.
so that's a dragon nest there. Oh, in fact, they were trying to summon a dragon right there.
Oh, got him.
I broke it.
Nice.
So now they won't have
that
dragon.
says that it's level 1. So how did you upgrade your own nests and portals?
So you can see that it has 1 out of 2. So it's I just pay mana to level it up. And
okay.
it takes like a while. I'm gonna get another dragon out.
Yes. More dragons.
I'm gonna speed this up. I could micromanage, but I'm going to. Wait, is that an enemy? Okay, so there's an enemy like There's just an enemy right there.
Really?
But apparently they're ignoring my egg. In fact, my own workers don't seem to care. Let me go check on my dragons down here real quick.
they're chilling.
Okay, yeah, we have like more buildings to destroy, so I'll just send them up here.
Get him! Get him!
And in fact, I think my dragon just hatched. Let me go check on him. There he is. So he's gonna destroy him.
Cleaning up.
And I'll send my own dragon just to wander because they're very slow, but they're very strong.
They're like tanks.
There it goes. Yeah.
They are essentially the tanks
They are
of the magical world.
they're very tanky.
Yeah.
They're very strong. Now, of course, the other schools have their own powerful monsters too. So eventually we'll see them.
Plus, one of the dragons is really hurt.
Yeah, there's no real way to heal them unless we have a elf of healing. But it's okay. I have a lot of money. I'm just gonna, there we go. So there's the last portal. So if I just send them up here, I think all 3 dragons together should be able to take it out. And just in case, my backup plan is to have another dragon.
Nice. Extra dragon.
Yep.
If in doubt, dragon.
Yep. If you, yeah, it's very effective.
Indeed.
Yeah, just break their thing here. Last one. Break that, and I win.
Wonderful.
There we go. And there's just more lore.
Story time.
And we're gonna skip that.
We have a quick look at the gallery.
Yes. In fact, now that we have money, I believe that's when we unlock the little upgrading.
The grand magic skill tree
There you go,
thing.
yep.
Although they might be 2 separate. I think they are 2 separate ones. I may be confusing myself.
Yeah. We'll have a quick look. Here it is. Ooh. So this is how you upgrade things. So it's like constellation in the sky.
Okay.
So I will kind of explain how this works. So you see here fairies and all that, right? So it links to what they upgrade. In fact, let me skip the head so I can actually get to it. So how it works is this. Your rune that you summon starts level 1. All upgrades you get, for example, I can only upgrade to level 2 to get the fairy. Now, I can unlock level 3 by purchasing this, right?
Yes.
And what happens is I can now upgrade level 3, and once the rune is level 3, every character, like all fairies or every elf, will get the bonuses that's equivalent to level.
If the building is level 3 and you have the upgrades elf heal and fairy move speed,
they'll all get that. But they won't get that if it's level 2, for example.
But what I'm saying is, like, you don't want to go all the way up to, say, level 5 on the upgrade tree in just the fairy, because then you'll be missing out on the elf.
Well, if I decide to level up fairy, for example, to get Dragon Slayer up there.
Yes.
Okay, it goes to refund in case you want to change your build. But see, that kind of free run.
But if you were to do that, then you wouldn't get Fairy Dragon Slayer unless the building was level 5.
Yeah. So, okay, now I can move around. So, basically, I could just get this. Now, what happens is this. So, my building has to be leveled up to level 5 now. But I don't get any bonuses from level 3 or 4. So, I get nothing unless I buy more upgrades.
Yeah.
So, I will have to still upgrade it to level 5. So there's no skipping. You don't have to go straight to 3 to 4, but basically you have to kind of know what you want. So for example, I kind of do want my fairy sap heal. Yeah. I want this. And of course, if I want to change it, I can just refund it. And this also, you can kind of see, this one's building stuff. So we have unicorns. You can see, like, there are some units we haven't unlocked yet. And it even tells you upgrade stats and everything like that. And you can even see it in the bottom left what it's like with and without the upgrade. So, for example, this is kind of showing you, like, this is how many hits you take if you don't have this upgrade. This is how many hits you take if you do have the upgrade.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I like being able to visibly see what an upgrade does.
Which is super helpful because of the fact that I could not read Japanese, so I just have to kind of go by instinct. So, like, this is movement speeds. Like, that's how slow they are. Upgrade it, and that's how fast they are. So, yeah. And, of course, we can choose different school. These are the guys I invested a lot into. They are very strong when they...
But very expensive as well.
They're very expensive, but they are very strong when you have them swarmed up. Because they can take out a lot of units. And, of course, you have a lot of options here. But, yeah, that's pretty much kind of it. More illustrations. So now, I kind of do want to show you the gallery. And, of course, trial stages here pretty much... you decide kind of get more coins. And they are quite difficult, some of them. You can see the level at the bottom. You can't choose difficulty here, but you can, like, choose, oh, I want to do this. And it's kind of like a puzzle in a way. Okay. They give you, like, certain situations. All Grimoires unlocked. I think this is the one that, like, kind of gives you everything, but don't quite remember.
So, for my clarification and for clarification of people at home, what is the difference between the Grand Magic and the skill trees? Is the Grand Magic, like, the big units that you get?
What do you mean by Grand Magic? Do you mean the summoning?
Yes. Yes, I believe so, yeah.
So, the summoning itself, those are buildings. That's stuff that you always get when it comes to what I just showed you,
Yes.
that is leveling up those buildings in a way.
Got it.
You don't level up well, you have to level up. You have to unlock the level ups before you can use them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
But yeah, and then we have the gallery, and it shows like all the characters and everything like that. Yep.
Beautiful.
You even have like
art.
these cool things. Yeah, that's the one I really like. And of course we have the food here.
Food. Look at the food.
It's very nice.
It's glorious. Yum.
It's an odd mix, though, in my opinion.
It seems like a very like it's going for like an English breakfast.
It's very
thing.
English, but it's like, what's with the corn on the cob?
Yeah, I don't get the corn on the cob. There's black pudding up there, which I recognize.
Yeah, and you can even see that the we're kind of hiding it, but there's like different illustrations.
Yes.
With different illustrators, so that's why the art style looks very different. And there goes all the characters here.
Just I'm going to quickly move us so you can indeed see who the wonderful illustrators were.
Yes.
There we are.
So who made the food?
Illustrator Yoshio Nishimura.
And yeah, you can see what the name of it is.
Yes.
We have a lot of them. There is one thing which we haven't been able to show off, but of course you are a witch, and you have direct control of the battlefield too. In fact, I may be able to quickly show you if I do a trial stage. Let me just go to this one. So yeah, this is kind of a trial stage. So here we have all of it unlocked.
It's the thing.
Now
it's what we needed to see.
yeah,
That's
we have all the books, so this is kind of a good way to practice and learn everything. Now the game slowly introduces you new books, so you don't get overwhelmed.
Okay.
This one kind of so for this challenge, the whole challenge is that it gives you a certain amount of money.
Yes.
You can't get any more, I believe, and you're just kind of given like, oh well, here you go.
So you can't harvest any more resources. You just have to make do with what you have.
Yeah. Now the one thing that I don't think I've unlocked yet is just you are a witch, as I said, and being a witch, you are able to cast spells. You can cast a super powerful spell, which are like kind of relate to each one of these. So for example, you have a one-time spell for Glamour where it gives you max health for all units and a shield.
Okay.
Necromancy just gives you straight up money, which is very nice. This one is a giant bomb that destroys everything. And Alchemy has a very interesting one where every 5 minutes it gives you a checkpoint.
Okay.
And if you were to lose or die, you can actually use the alchemy one to go back in time to that save point.
That's cool.
So if you do get like bombarded and just die really quick, and you're like, well, that's not fair. Well, you can actually use that spell to go back.
So apologies for my confusion. That was the grand magic I was referencing.
I believe that is the grand magic.
That
That
was the grand
stuff is
magic I
not
was
unlocked
referencing.
yet, but you have like one cast of that, and you can use
That's
that
really
to
cool.
kind of Like, I hope I can kind of show you real quick.
And then everything you showed us with the unlocks would have been the skill trees, obviously.
Yes. Now I'm not playing this too well. I just kind of wanted to show you some more of these like so the outcomes because we didn't get to see too much. These are like mechanical beasts and stuff made. One of my favorite monsters is about to be made here, which I like to spam too.
Chimera.
Yeah.
I love the Chimera. The Chimera is a boy.
Well, we'll see. Well, you know,
They're gonna be scary. Wow.
Yeah. So these ones are kind of glass cannons. They're not as durable as the dragons. However, they're very fast.
Oh.
Unless they go to sleep. In which case, they're not fast. They're not moving.
Speedy boy.
Yeah.
Pop when they're not speedy. Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
That elf just ate it.
yeah. The elves are kind of just here to heal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our little guy is like sleeping, so there you go.
Oh.
Golden. He's like a ranged attacker. Very nice.
Ooh.
And of course, we can send these guys out.
That guy just
Take
started
them
spinning.
off. There you go. We just spin around, attack everything. But they are very frail. So that is something that kind of take note. And of course, it's also kind of a bad idea to do this. Don't try to do this because we need to. We don't have any mana. We have to actually destroy a base here to get mana from this crystal. So if you decide to go all in with these big guys and they get killed, yeah, I mean, I'm making it work.
It's working.
But if I, if
against a dragon, that's not going to go well.
Yeah. So, actually, I remember this one. This level right here actually has to teach you. It has a base for every school. So top right is sorcery. Top left, I think, is necromancy. Bottom right is and they all have like their star hitters. So dragons up here, a chimera down there, you know, all that stuff. So,
Awesome.
yeah, gotta be careful with that. But I think it's kind of a good way to kind of wrap it up, I guess.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yes, we hope that you have enjoyed this little first look at GrimGrimoire once more. There is a lot in this game, a lot indeed to do, to experience, to see. Like, just the gallery itself is full of amazing art, and you can see all of
you
the
got
stats.
all these stats here.
Are just here, and a little correlation, if you can put that back up. That
Yeah.
is like the perfect little thing to end on, because that just showcases the game in its nutshell, basically, in its wholeness.
Yeah, it's like
as
rock,
it were.
paper, scissors
Yeah.
if we added in a fourth
Yes.
thing.
Glamour, necromancy, sorcery, alchemy, back to glamour. But I've been Caitlin, this has been Sebastian, we've been Reef Games Live, and we hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this great wide wacky world. See ya!
Thank you. Bye.